Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm going to make an inclined center burst shirt, but this time I'm going to liquid dye the shirt. As usual, I washed and dried the shirt, soaked it in a soda ash solution for 20 to 30 minutes, then I wrung it out of my pan to spin dryer so it's just barely damp. I also have the shirt turned inside out. To begin, I'm going to center the shirt, and this process is going to go really fast. So down below this video in the description is a link to another video which shows how to center a shirt. The benefit of centering this shirt before I begin tying it is that it gets both sides of the front of the shirt next to each other and both sides of the back of the shirt up next to each other. That way, whenever I apply the dye to the shirt, the front's going to be more symmetrical and so will the back. To tie the burst shape, I want to draw half of a circle shape onto the shirt. Normally, I use kite string and a washable marker, but today I'm just going to use my masking tape and a washable marker to draw the shape on. Now I'm going to fan fold this line and tie it with some kite string. I'm going to continue fan folding the rest of the shirt and tie it with kite string as well. So now that I've tied the shirt, I'm going to use a washable marker and draw lines on the shirt every 2 inches. I intended to use these lines as dye lines, however I didn't end up using them when I actually applied the dye. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to incline dye this shirt. And normally when I do a burst shirt like this, I incline ice dye it. However, I have a whole bunch of liquid dye that's mixed up, and I thought it would be fun to use it and do an incline using liquid dye. So I've placed a piece of vinyl guttering down inside of a plastic container or tub. One end of the guttering is down in the bottom of the container, and the other end is hanging over the edge. That's putting the shirt at an incline. For the most part, I'm really going to apply dye mainly to the front side of the shirt. I'm going to do a little bit of touch up on the back, but I'm going to apply quite a bit to the front side. I'm beginning right at the end with Orchid from Dharma Trading Company, followed by Plum Blossom from Dharma. I don't really want the lines to be super harsh, so I'm doing a little bit of overlap of the colors. All I mean by that is I'm going to overlap a little bit of the Plum Blossom onto the Orchid. The next color is Royal Purple from Grateful Dyes. followed by Lavender from Dharma. The next color is Peony from Dharma. I'm actually applying a pretty small section of dye and just allowing gravity to take over and pull it further down the shirt. I'm saturating the area that I'm applying the dye to pretty well. I felt like the line between the plum blossom and the royal purple was a little harsh, so I went back and added a little bit of plum blossom on top to try to make that a smoother transition. I'm also going to check the back just to make sure that the colors are coming through well to the other side. I'm going to continue by applying Wisteria from Dharma, another line of plum blossom, I'm going to turn the shirt over and add just a little bit of this plum blossom to the back side. This area of the shirt is one of the thickest portions of the shirt, so I want to make sure I get color into the middle. I ran out of the wisteria, so I'm going over that area a little bit too with the plum blossom. I turned the shirt back over and I'm continuing on with Peony from Dharma. I'm going to add Raspberry from Dharma. I'm going to put Royal Purple from Grateful Dyes on this very bottom section. Now I'm going to turn the shirt over. Since I have some areas that are still white and I'm out of the colors that I put there, I'm going to go ahead and add lavender to this area. Just to make sure everything is well saturated, I'm going to use up the small amount of plum blossom that I have left in this area too. Now I'm going to set the shirt aside and I'm going to allow it to process for at least 24 hours. To rinse the shirt, I took it to my utility sink and began rinsing it in cold water to rinse out any of the soda ash that was left in the shirt. After the water was almost clear and most of the excess dye had been rinsed from the shirt, I put the shirt in the washing machine along with some hot water and a little bit of Dharma's textile detergent. After the shirt was washed and dried, this is what it looks like. So I really like this shirt. What do you guys think? Do you like the liquid incline? I do. I mean, I normally gravitate toward doing the ice-dyed inclines, but I really like the way this one looks. Right in the center of the shirt, I think it kind of looks like a lotus flower. And then of course, I always love the effect that an incline gives with the lines radiating from the center. I also think that the color palette works great together, the different shades of pink and purple. I had just a small amount of quite a few different pinks and purples, and I think this was the perfect way to use those up. So drop me a comment down below and tell me what you think. Tell me if you like the Incline liquid dye too. If you enjoyed this video, I sure would appreciate it if you like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.